Hello friends, in this video we are going to see Introduction to Fluid Dynamics. So dynamics of fluid flow is one of the very important chapter after kinematics. Very important chapter after kinematics. So here we can see the introductory page for the dynamics of fluid flow. So the first example is an aerofoil, side view of an airplane wing, that is the cross section of the wing. So this is the upper surface and this is the lower surface, and faster air, that is high velocity of air moving over the top surface, and low velocity of air moving at the bottom surface. So if the velocity is higher, then pressure will be low, less pressure on the wing, and here on the bottom surface it will be more pressure on the wing. This is because of the energy conservation principle. If the velocity is higher, pressure will be low. If the pressure is higher, velocity will be low, and because of this pressure difference, the lift is created in the upward direction, that is a direction perpendicular to the free stream velocity. Second case is your a duct is given here where the inlet cross section area is A1, exit area is A2. What you can see here, this is the velocity V1 mentioned here and V2 mentioned here. So there is a, this part you can see here, area is decreasing here. In this part area is decreasing. So we can say that in the next case the velocity V2 will be higher than V1. Correct, V2 will be higher than V1. V2 is greater than V1. If V2 is greater than V1, then pressure will be less. So you can see the height of water in the column is less compared to the P1. So P1 pressure is high because velocity will be lower here compared to V2. So high pressure and low velocity, and in this case P2, low pressure, high velocity. The next one, third one, is your, this is the jet of water coming out of a nozzle and which is attached to a pipe. So what is the case here? In this case, the jet of water is coming out of the nozzle and we have to find the force exerted by jet of water striking a fixed vertical plate. You can see this plate is fixed actually. You have to find the magnitude of force in Newton. Right? Velocity will be here V and V. And the fourth case is the flow through orifice meter. This is the flow direction. High pressure region, low pressure region, and this is the orifice, and a very small valve you can say here. So through that you have to pass the fluid, and there is a sudden decrement in the cross section area, and so there will change in the velocity and pressure. And where the device is fitted here, differential pressure transmitter, it will measure the difference of pressure at the 2 points. Let's go to the next slide. Introduction. This chapter include the study of forces. Very important. This chapter include the study of forces causing the fluid flow. So we have seen in the last chapter kinematics, we are only interested in finding the motion and velocity of the particle. So in this chapter dynamics, we are also going to consider the forces because of which force there is the motion. So we are going to study dynamics. We are going to study dynamics. So what is dynamics actually? Dynamics is another word I can write power. And what is power? Power equal to dash into velocity. Can I write? What I can feel here? Force. Because velocity we already studied in kinematics. Now force is remaining. So in this chapter dynamics, we are mostly studying about the forces. So then the dynamic behavior of fluid flow is analyzed by the Newton's second law of motion. So what is Newton's second law of motion? The rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the force applied, and the change takes place along the direction of the applied force. So you can see here in this example, force is applied here. X naught is initial coordinate, initial time of the aircraft. Final coordinate, final time. Same way, initial mass will remain constant definitely, and V naught, initial velocity, final velocity, and m1. Considering mass is not changing here. What is force? Force equal to change of momentum. So we know that as per the Newton's second law, rate of change of momentum. Momentum is your mass into velocity. Rate of change of momentum is like this. So can I write mass into velocity by time? So what is this? Mass into acceleration. So that's what it is written in second law. Rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to force applied, and the change takes place along the direction of the applied force. If you apply the force in the x direction, you will get the acceleration in the x direction. Same thing it is explained in the example here. Force equal to change of momentum with change in time. That is rate of change of momentum. Differential form. Force equal to final momentum minus initial momentum. What is momentum? Mass into velocity. m1 v1 minus m0 v0. No problem. T is time, x is location or any coordinate. M is mass, v is velocity. T1 minus T2 or T0. That is change of time. Mass is constant, assuming mass is you can take it out common. Then v1 minus v0 is remaining in the numerator, and t1 minus t2. So F equal to mass into the rate of change of velocity is nothing but acceleration. That is what it is mentioned in the last line. Force equal to mass into acceleration. So velocity, acceleration, momentum, and force all are vector quantity. Very important. All are vector quantity. So in dynamics, we are going to consider what are the forces present. Correct. So we are going to discuss about the forces. So the question is, what are the important forces on the fluid flow? So this is the answer here. Following forces are present in a fluid flow. Gravity force, very important. So in all the fluid, gravity force will be present. Pressure forces Fp, denoted by the suffix P. Viscous force Fv. Compressivity force Fc. Like this, there can be another forces like turbulence force, vibration force, compressibility force. So depending upon the case, suppose the flow is laminar. Suppose the flow is laminar and there is no turbulence, correct? So the turbulence force will be absent. In case of ideal flow, in case of ideal flow, what is the viscosity? Viscosity mu is 0. So viscous force will be absent. Viscous force will be absent. So depending upon the condition, some of the forces may be present, may not be present. You can take another example. If the fluid is incompressible, incompressible means rho equal to constant, density equal to constant, right? Incompressible, like liquid. So if the fluid is incompressible, your compressivity force will be absent. So depending upon the case, some of the forces may be present, may not be present, but these two forces, gravity and pressure forces, will be present. Okay, thank you.